Have you been thinking about visiting Thailand here in 2021? Wondering, can I even visit Thailand in 2021? Or is it completely locked down to foreigners like myself? Well, the good thing is, no, Thailand is not completely locked down, and yes, you can actually visit the Kingdom of Thailand. And in this video today, I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do, how you need to get everything processed so that you can come to Thailand. About 3 or 4 months ago, I got so frustrated and tired at my job as a realtor in New Brunswick, Canada, that I realized I have to get away. I've got to do something. So where can I go? I thought about different places that I've been, all the places that I enjoy, and the number one place on my list was Thailand. I absolutely love it here. I've always loved it here, and I am here right now. This is March the 10th, 2021, and I'm in Thailand, and I'm going to show you how to get here yourself. It's actually easier than you're probably thinking it is. What you need to do is you need to apply for a special tourist visa. These are visas that Thailand is granting to people that are willing to come and stay. You have to commit to staying at least for 90 days. Is it cheap? It's not really cheap, but then again, you know what? It's not really expensive. The visa itself costs $100. That's a non-refundable amount that the embassy charges you to process your visa. So here's what you need to do. You need to, decide that you want to come here, and then you're going to go through some certain steps. You're going to take your passport, you're going to get it ready to send to the embassy. Now, if you live in a city where there is an embassy, this is a lot easier for you. Myself, closest embassy for me was Ottawa, Canada, which is about 14 hours drive from my house, so definitely not going to happen, especially considering the borders were closed down and I wasn't allowed to drive through. So you have to fill out a application through the Thai embassy. They're easy to print off. I would definitely suggest using the one from the Ottawa embassy, not the Vancouver one. It was a whole lot easier. Then you have to get a recent passport photo done of yourself. Make sure that it is in the 2x2 format and not the one that a lot of the places are giving you. It definitely has to be in the 2x2 format. You have to get a statement from your bank showing that you have a certain amount of money in your accounts. The Thai government wants to see that you have the ability to support yourself here. They don't want people coming that only have a few dollars in the bank. The amount that they're asking for is not a lot, so to be honest with you, if you're thinking about coming to Thailand, you've probably got enough money to come anyways. You then have to get a criminal record check that is valid within the last 6 months. For me, this took a whole week. I was surprised that it would take that long, but it was pretty easy. It cost me, I think, $35 and it was done. You have to get insurance, guys. This is really important. You have to have special COVID insurance. You have to have a minimum $100,000 worth of COVID insurance. The insurance for me was actually really easy. I wound up getting a policy that covers me for everything. I've got dental, I've got motorcycle rentals, I've got accidents, I've got everything, and it cost me approximately about $950 for the whole policy, and that's going to cover me for 270 days. I'm sure you could get it a little bit cheaper if you weren't worried about the coverage that I have, but I wanted to make sure I had everything taken care of and I didn't want any worries or concerns. The next thing you have to do, and this is very important, you have to book your accommodations for the entire time that you're here in Thailand, okay? If you're going to be here for 90 days, they want to see that you have your rooms booked for the full 90 days. I myself went on an Airbnb and I booked some really cool condos. I booked some really cool houses. I'm staying in some of the most incredible places. Now, I will mention this much. If you're going to do this on Airbnb, make sure wherever you're booking actually has proof of ownership that they can send to you to show to the Thai embassy that they're approved to rent to you, that they have a tax number. This is very important because you don't want to get into a situation where you're giving your money away for absolutely nothing, okay? Now, after you get all of this done, you have to send this along with your passport to the Thai embassy. Again, if you live in a city where you have an embassy, it's a whole lot easier. I did not, so for me, I had to mail it away. Mailing it away cost me in total probably about $45. I spent $20 on an a Canada Post Express package, and then I spent about $25 with FedEx to send out the package, and I wanted the 1-day delivery. It took me probably about a week to get a response from the Thai government. All they did was just sent me back my passport with a receipt. I had no idea whether or not I was approved, so I flipped through my passport. I didn't see the visa at first, and I was pretty disappointed. And then there it was in all its splendid glory, my STV. I was going to Thailand. At least I thought it was. I then had to get what is called a certificate of entry. This is actually easier than the visa. All you have to do essentially is fill out a bunch of stuff online, and you'll get your certificate of entry. What you have to do is you have to send them a download of your visa, your passport, your insurance showing that you have the COVID coverage. You have to also show them your flight ticket information, so you do have to pay for your flight before you get your certificate of entry. You also have to book your ASQ. So the ASQ is the quarantine hotel. There are hundreds of places that you can pick from. They start at around, I'm going to say the cheapest one I saw was about $1,200 Canadian, so about $950 American, and they go up substantially. You can actually get golf resorts. So if you're a big time golfer and you've got the money, you can actually go to a resort and you can golf every day. I did not do that. I took an option that was about $1,200 US, so I'm about $1,550 Canadian for this place. It's not bad at all. It's got everything that I need. I did a video tour of it earlier. You can see that. The food is pretty good. I'm not going to complain. The thing is, though, you have to get a receipt from them showing that you have this done, and you send this along with everything else to get your certificate of entry. Once you get that, then you're ready to come. Now, there's a few other things that you have to do before you come, though. You have to go to your doctor. Your doctor has to give you what's called a Fit to Fly certificate. There's no template, and the embassy actually tells you do not use any templates that you find online. Just go to your doctor, get him to give you a letter stating that you're perfectly fit. You're not on any type of medications that would stop you from flying. You don't need oxygen or anything like that. And that you have no symptoms of COVID. This has to be done within 72 hours of your departure. Now, that being said, I did it before my departure from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. When I got to Qatar, I was told that there could be a problem because I was past my 72 hours for that flight time. Luckily enough, they're pretty lenient on that, and they let me get on the plane anyways because it was 72 hours within my departure from home, and I could not get on the plane at home without having that document anyways, so they were very good to me about that. Then you have to get your COVID test, okay? Everybody knows how to get a COVID test. For here, again, it's 72 hours before your departure time. So all told, the visa is $100. You're going to spend about $60 sending it away because you have to give them a return envelope, and definitely do an express post one where you have a tracking number because you don't want to lose your passport, okay? Your quarantine hotel, that is anywhere from, like I said, $1,200 Canadian. You can go up to, I think $20,000 if you really wanted to. It's a hotel room and you're stuck in here, so who really cares? Anyways, it's actually pretty easy. The package that I have with the ASQ, they pick you up at the airport, they bring you to the hotel, they deliver your food. It's really simple. There's some things that you have to do when you get here. You have to do your QR code read on some things because you have to take your body temperature every day, twice a day. You have to register that. They will remind you to do that because it's very important. Otherwise, You're not going to get your electronic certificate when you leave here stating that you're good, and I'm going to guess that they're going to send you back home. Anyways, if you have any questions, please ask me. If this was helpful to you at all, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be living here for 9 months. I'm going to be doing motorcycle tours all around the country. I'm going to be doing island hopping. I'm going to do food reviews. I am going to go on the most epic quest to find the perfect pad thai. I'm going to try to visit every province in Thailand and try pad thai everywhere until I find the perfect pad thai. Again, if this helped you, please subscribe. Ask me anything if I can help you. I would love to. If you want to meet up when I'm here in Thailand, please, you can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me here through YouTube. I'm also on Instagram at Mark Travels for You. So I hope this helped you, and safe travels, and enjoy Thailand, because it is truly the land of smiles. All right. Thank you and have a great day.